I honestly thought for a
Mhm.
second they were just going to job Sheamus out. Like for a split second, I thought, oh God, Sheamus is going to come down. They're going to job him out, and then they're going to make Roman Reigns even like more, of the underdog that they're trying to make him. Which, by the way, that guy's not an underdog at all. I think that's the problem.
Right.
And they're trying to like make him like Daniel Bryan now, where they screw him over so that way people will like him. I get what
That's
they're
exactly what
trying
I was
to
gonna.
do.
That's exactly what I was gonna say. They're
Yeah, I
gonna try
get
to
that.
pull the sympathy card, and they did that less than two. They did that like 2 years ago. It's not gonna work this soon,
I
especially
think
for
it's
Roman
working a
Reigns.
little
It's
bit.
not gonna work.
I think it's working a little bit.
I'm not buying into it.
If you watched, if you
Nah, it's
watched
not for me.
Raw, if you watched Raw, you saw there was like Roman, Roman, Roman. There was a couple Roman chants, and I was like, oh my God, these fans are stunads. They're falling right into
Yeah,
it.
no,
Look, I don't want to
they
hate
are.
Roman Reigns. I don't want to hate Roman Reigns. I really don't. I feel like the guy does try. I do. I posted something
Mhm.
on the Ground Zero Combat YouTube page about on the Don Tony show how they were actually sticking up for Reigns because people were talking shit, saying he was an asshole in real life, and you hear Kevin Castle with his thoughts on it, and he made a very valid point, which is why I posted it up. I don't know if he's an asshole in real life or not, and I don't even think it really matters. But the point is, they're trying to Daniel Bryan him now, and they've been trying to Daniel Bryan him since he wrestled Daniel Bryan a year ago. If you really think about it, like you know what I
Mhm.
mean, they used Bryan to try to get him over. They used Dean to try to get him over. In both ways, making Dean and Bryan both less over. If you really want to, if you really do the math and look back in history for the past year, they tried to use Bray Wyatt to get him over. And that feud, a lot of people like that feud, but I didn't necessarily like it. In fact, if anything, I was getting tired of it. Like by the time the first match came, I was just like, like it was better when it was the Shield versus the Wyatts, but it was like one on one. I was just like, oh, I don't know, it don't seem right. Like I know like Reigns is their boy and Wyatt's their boy, and like I guess you could say they were the leaders of their respective groups. Even though I always thought the Shield
Mhm.
should have been even, there should be no leader, and the Wyatt family is the Wyatt family. But since then, the Wyatt family has been nothing but jobbers, and somehow Seth Rollins has been a title holder for the last 7 months, and now Sheamus is. So I
Right.
don't know, man. What happened to the
Yep.
Sheamus? What happened to the Sheamus Barrett tag team? I guess that's dead.
I don't know.
And they got Rusev like being Sheamus's like boy now, and I knew they were trying to do that with the three of them before, but now Rusev's got a job out to Roman Reigns to get Reigns looking good to fight Sheamus. When
Mhm.
2 3 months ago, Rusev and Reigns were higher than Sheamus on the totem pole. And in fact, for most of the time that
Right.
Rusev was gaining traction up until he fought Cena, Sheamus wasn't even active, if I remember correctly. He was like out. I just feel
Mhm.
like I don't know. I don't know what to think about it. I know there's some sort of political crap with it, and that's the only thing I can think of. The why Sheamus is actually
Right.
the champion right now. You know. No, what are your
So
thoughts?
have you I don't know. I mean, Sheamus is champion. I don't know. I mean, if that's the route that they're going, I don't think it's gonna work very long because Raw lost. They lost more viewers Monday night in the ratings. So
Right, right,
they
and
they
that's
need to get
actually on
something
our
together.
list. That's actually on our list on things to talk about for tonight. So I guess if you want to segue, I know you were about to bring up something. I didn't know if that was what you were bringing up or not, but that's definitely one of the segments for the show. So the rating for Raw is right now a 2.1, I believe. It may be rounded up to a 2.2 because they do like a hundredths now
Mhm.
in ratings, but 2.1, 2.2,
Yeah.
whatever. Less than 3 million viewers. This is the first time I think ever. If I don't know if it's ever, but I know if it's not ever, it's like since like '94 or '5 that Raw has been less than 3 million viewers, and this is with
Mhm.
a new champion being crowned. So the people are sick of it, man. The people are sick of it. I have a thought. This has been like on my mind for a while. But do you think that Vince McMahon, being that he is like a big child anyway, and the wrestlers are like his toys, do you really think that he figures, fuck it, I'm 70 fucking 1 years old. Excuse my French. I'm 71 years old. I'm going to run my business the way I want, because even if I run it to the ground over the next 10, 15 years, I'll be dead by the time it's done. Do you think he just looks at it like his own big playground and he just doesn't care anymore? Like, he wants to work because that's what he does.
I do.
But I think it's basically like, you know, how I have my music studio in my room and I record in it like however I want. You know what I mean? Like that's my toys. That's what I like to do. I think Vince just uses his own publicly traded company as his toy. I think the audience is only for him. It's not for anybody else. And if the ratings go down, he's programmed to be pissed about it, because obviously he does want to make money out of playing with his toys. But I think this is a one-man show. It's all for Vince. I don't think the fans really matter. And I didn't used to think that. But I think at his age, he'll never be broke for the rest of his life. What does he care?
Right. No, I think you're totally right. I was thinking the same thing. They just don't care anymore.
I wanted to bring that up on the show, and I thought about that like a week ago, like after we did the show, and I was like kicking myself in the ass for not bringing that up then, and I'm just wondering, I know that wasn't really like on our list of things to talk about, but regardless, I wanted to bring that up and get your opinion on that.
No, I'm in complete agreement with you. I think the same thing.
Good. I mean, not good. It's not a good thing, but I feel like it's like I'm happy I'm not the only one who thinks it. You know?
Right. Totally. Sure.
So.
What do you think about Mick Foley's latest post about him considering himself to be a former WWE fan here pretty soon if things keep going the way that they're going? Did you read what he said?
I got the article. I clicked the button, but I was having Thanksgiving dinner at the same time, and it was hard to like really like focus on that with Thanksgiving dinner. And it's like it's 11:12 right now on the East Coast. That's where me and Tim live. To anyone listening, and my peoples didn't leave until like literally like 10:45. And like we started the show at 11, so I didn't get a chance to read it. So I kind of need you to. I really like the first two things, that he was unhappy with the current state, and that he basically it was on USA Today.